What's up, my nerds? We're back here at the GSL Code S. So far, it's actually been a quicker day than normal.
Yeah, it's going pretty quickly.
Good games, though. We now are in the losers match, and this is sort of weird.
Yeah.
We have Dream against Rain, which is, I think, you know, even though I like to give our toes this crap, I don't think anybody really expected this to be the losers match.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a shocker.
I definitely agree with that. It's going to be a tough one, this one, to even guess who's going to win. I thought these guys would go to the winner match. I wasn't sure who would win out of them. Like maybe a slight edge to Rain, but maybe not. It's hard to say. We haven't seen a lot of his PvT.
Lose here now. He was saying he has a hard time against Terrence. Map 1 is going to be merry-go-round.
Yeah, you know, his ultra-safe style that he plays so much, if a Terran really understands how to abuse that, it can be, you know, like they don't overdrop and stuff, they just expand a little bit quicker than normal. Yeah. It can be very hard for Protoss to deal with that if they play very safe like that. So we'll see how he does here against Dream.
That game is loaded up now. Let's get ready for the losers match here in today's Code S. In the upper right, in the yellow, he is
SK Telecom T1 Dream.
He's got the face of a killer, man.
Yeah, he does.
Tough looking face. In the bottom center, in the red,
My Insanity Rain.
You know how,
yes.
like, okay, so let me try to explain my thought process here. This is a hard one because it's just popping in my head right now. Like, okay, so in super olden times, like ancient Greece, let's say, right? There was like gods of various things. Like Hades was like god of the underworld, right? And then they're like
Aphrodite.
Apollo is love. Was he the god of war?
Apollo is a StarCraft caster.
Yeah. But, well, I was going to make a really good joke, but you...
Oh, did I mess it up? I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Oh,
yeah,
you do that
really
sometimes.
You do that sometimes.
I didn't know. I thought I was connecting the dots really well there. I was like,
yeah, no. Obviously, I knew when I said Apollo while I'm casting StarCraft.
Oh, I messed up, guys.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, let me continue. Let me continue this.
We are loaded. Excellent. Thank you guys for coming down.
Like, oh, I love CBC! I'm like, whoa, you are loaded.
How wasted do you have to be to enjoy that matchup? Oh, from Bulgaria.
Wow, I used to actually practice a ton with Bulgarian StarCraft 1 players. They had some fantastic non-Korean pros.
Let me tell you something. That might be the first sign we've had in the audience that was in cursive.
Maybe.
I think so. Wow. I think that just happened.
It's possible.
That's good because I haven't read cursive. I'm glad we got through that. I haven't read cursive in a long time. I could have said I could have read that as Bangalore or something weird like that.
By the way, this is exactly how you would play against someone like Rain CC first.
Yeah, for sure. Rain's not going to do anything cheesy.
Yeah, like the odds of him doing something wild, like CC first against someone like Parting might be a little bit more dangerous, or someone that oftentimes goes double gas. But like specifically CC first against this build has a hard time with because he hasn't done the double gas. He didn't scout quickly to even see it and react by like not making the core or something. You know, there's like various ways you can react, but he has no options now that are like actually very good. He only has like mediocre options now at the timing he's going to see this. So very good opening by Dream. He understands the player he's playing against. But let me go back to this thing that I was talking about. So anyways, like, you know, the ancient gods, like they all like stood for something. I feel like there should be like in a few years like the StarCraft mythology where it's like,
oh, I like this,
the god of defense, and it's like Rain, and he's like sitting on a cloud behind a brick wall, and like
he's sitting behind a cloud.
It's like the god of aggression, and it's like life, and like he's surrounded by Zerglings, he just rides around on him, you know. And anyways, that's
we'd have Todd, the god of salt, you know.
Well, he wouldn't be the god of salt.
Who would be the god of salt?
Well, I could start naming a lot of names.
If we had a caster pantheon, it could be Rotterdam, the god of handsome.
Also, Tasteless, the goddess of handsome.
No, I'm the god of basedness, I guess.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I like to tell myself. I don't know.
Oh, man. Twilight coming up here. So, I mean, again, none of these choices are super awesome, but this one can be quite good. And there's like a lot of builds you can do off of this. Like, you can go 4-gate blink to try to get some damage done. We've also seen, I believe it was maybe Hero against Flash, where he went like blink into DT, and the blink keeps your opponent at bay, and then you kind of have the DTs and can do some cool stuff. We'll see exactly what he wants to go for here, though. This is I'm very interested to see against this. Okay, so 4-gate blink. That makes sense.
Well, obviously, Rain's going to have to do a good amount of damage here early on.
You know, even if he kills like an army off, like let's say that Dream just comes out with an army and he kills it.
That's enough.
He's caught up and he's in good spot.
But if he doesn't do any damage, this is bad.
Yeah, if he does
Protoss
nothing,
is behind in tech for basically the majority of the game, and Terran can tech comfortably.
If he does nothing, then when medevacs come out, what does he do?
He dies,
like,
man.
Here's
exactly what he does. He says, okay, where's the G key on my keyboard? And he hits it twice and he leaves.
Well, and those gates are about to finish up. Blink going to be done very shortly here as well. SCV, yeah, it turns. And the way he's spread his buildings, it's like almost impossible to scout exactly what's going on. But okay, now he knows there's 3 stalkers and a pylon being built. He knows it's Blink.
Yeah.
Bunker starts immediately upon seeing those.
It's important for Terran to spread properly here.
Scans, no intel. But he knows, obviously. Those lasers look weird when they go up cliffs. Like go up and then turn in the air. I'm like, what?
And we have a Dark Shrine with this. So this is...
I like this build a lot.
You know, this is something that is intended to end the game right away.
Yeah, this is a pretty awesome tricky build.
Yeah.
Like
oh wow, he's gonna get right up there and actually take out these SCVs. And this is a shove, actually.
Well, he wants to show that he's serious about this.
And one of the reasons why is because he's teching the DTs behind this.
Yeah, and I'm actually really glad to see this because the only time I've seen this exact build at the top level was like, I believe it was Hero against Flash on Foxtrot, if I recall correctly. But like, it's great to see someone else doing this again and saying, okay, this is actually a way that you can play against the CC first, because he's getting a lot of tech.
Lose to this.
Yeah, like I think the DTs don't have to kill him; they just have to do like some amount of damage.
Well, the problem is, you know, Dream's a player who's in both the individual leagues right now. He's playing very well. Normally, somebody like that is not your candidate to lose to cheese.
Yeah,
that usually means they're
pretty cheese-proof to get through both leagues.
Because, I mean, people lose to cheese all the time, but if you're in the 2 best individual leagues in the world, you probably didn't drop the ball anywhere in any of those games.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that Prism is going to be done. DT Tech is done as well. He's getting his 3rd base and going into Colossus Tech. Getting his observers now, which are very important because there is a medevac on the way with a Widow Mine. If that Widow Mine gets a bunch of probes, that is going to be just devastating. He might just miss it because he's doing a lot of things right now. Does have a cannon, though. That's really good.
Oh, wow. And that's actually just in range. He's not watching.
Ooh.
So that gets 4 probes?
6.
6. Oh, wow, yeah.
Nice mine. Well, that's not what you want to do with those 3 DTs.
Yeah,
you got to split those things.
Depot's not that important.
Yeah, okay. He's got him split into 3 directions. That's very important.
Okay, one scan goes down. The turret will finish in the main. DT's still spread out quite well.
Yeah, he's doing some good rotation. I'm trying to keep them a scan apart from each other.
Stalkers actually headed back home here.
Okay,
wait,
so
did he just get both?
He got both.
Yeah, he did.
Good splitting there by Dream. Good crisis management. And so that did not do nearly as much damage as he actually needed. This could be tough. It's 28 Marines, a bunch of Marauders, and Medevacs against 8 Stalkers right now. What do you think? It's pretty tough, right?
It's pretty tough, bro. This is not good.
He's getting Colossus, but I don't see it tasteless. I don't see holding it on at all.
I think this will be a fairly straightforward loss here, unless Rain can really, you know, come up with a miracle here. The danger, guys, when you go Stalkers like this and then into DTs is that you don't have adequate tech in mid-game.
Yeah, and that's where we're at right now. He doesn't. He has 1 Colossus. You know, if he had skipped the DTs, he could have 2 or 3 right now. But the DTs gave him a higher chance of victory, perhaps, because he was in a bad build order situation. But this is unholdable. Yeah,
the time warp was pretty good, but it doesn't matter when you have this ridiculous number of Marine Marauder. GG, straightforward game. Dream slapping down Rain. Rain on his last life here.
You know, that to be fair, okay, a little list of things. for the like Dream chose his build very wisely. Rain generally opens very safely, and that build that he does CC first into just like a bunch of bio units is extremely good against very safe openings. It's like the best opening against very safe openings. So that he picked that well. That was also the hardest map out of the 3 because they go on to King Sejong and then Foxtrot. And I would say that Merry-Go-Round's the hardest out of those 3 for Protoss vs. Terran. So I wouldn't, and I think that Rain chose a fine build for what he scouted when he scouted. It was a tough situation. As I said, only mediocre strategies could be choose from. There was nothing great he could do. So
I think Rain's going to play super safe.
Yeah.
In this game here, I don't think we're going to see anything at all like what we saw last game.
Agreed.
I think Dream is also going to play a very textbook TVP.
I would say also Rain should scout a little bit earlier this game, just in case it's CC first, because it's a 2-player map. I can totally forgive even Rain for not scouting on Merry-Go-Round, because if you scout him second and it's a CC first, it doesn't help you. But here I would like to see him scout earlier.